Today we're going to learn how you can connect your Adobe Premiere Pro project with Adobe After Effects so that you don't need to go back and forth from Premiere Pro to After Effects and do the animation there and then again import those files. In Premiere Pro you can do it automatically because Adobe has a feature called Adobe Dynamic Link, so it will work simultaneously throughout the application of Adobe. So whenever you are working on a Adobe Premiere Pro project, you can send the text, video or any asset to Adobe After Effects as a After Effects composition. And if you do the animation in Adobe After Effects, the changes or the animation that you have done on After Effects, it will be carried out in Premiere Pro automatically. You don't need to import the file. So what is the ways that you can follow to do the connection? How that works, let me show you. So this is the intro part that I have just recorded. Hello. Welcome to class number 2 of our Adobe After Effects series. So today we're going to learn. So I want to add a note here. So when I'm telling this is the class number 2, I want to add a text animation there. So if I want to add a text, I can just go there. Hello, welcome to class number 2. So here I want to add class number 2. So I can go to our type tool and then I can just type what I want. Suppose I want to add class 2. Then I can select it and I have to go properties panel and there I can change the font. So if I want a bold font, I can select that and I can change the font size, then I can change the orientation, whatnot I want to do. You can also do it from Adobe After Effects too. So once you add the text and change the fonts, what you can do, you can just select the duration that you want for the text. So suppose I want to have this much duration. So that will be my composition duration once I send it to Adobe After Effects. So how you can send that in Adobe After Effects? Just right click here. By the way, before you do that, you have to install Adobe After Effects on your computer and Premiere Pro on your computer, and you have to use the same version of Premiere Pro and After Effects in order to work that. Without that, this section will be grayed out. So just right click here and then click on replace with Adobe After Effects composition. Once you do that, Adobe After Effects will open up and it will ask to make a project for this particular Premiere Pro project. So you can just save it where you have saved the Premiere Pro project and name it. I can name it just Premiere to After Effects and then I can select a project folder and from there I can just click save. Then that text that we have added on Premiere Pro, it will be sent to Adobe After Effects, right? You can see here, right? So I can just double click here to make the window bigger, and from here this is a composition. You cannot edit the text. In order to edit the text, you have to double click here and there you can do the change. So I want to add a simple type writing animation, and doing it very easy in Adobe After Effects. You have to just go to window and then just click effects and preset. From here just search for type, then you'll see two different animation, which is typewriter and another one is blinking cursor typewriter console. We'll just add typewriter animation here. And now if I just press spacebar here, you'll see the typewriter animation is happening, but it is too slow. So I can just reveal the keyframe by pressing U on my keyboard. And there you can see the two different keyframe here. I can just select the keyframe and then I can bring this here to make the animation a little bit faster. So if I just press the spacebar again, you can see the class 2 animation is happening here. Now if I just go here in Adobe Premiere Pro and then if I play it back, hello, welcome to class number 2 of our Adobe After Effects series. You can see the animation that we have done in Adobe After Effects is carried out in Premiere Pro automatically. Again, if I just want to make a out animation, I can just go here. And from the transform, I can just add a keyframe for position. And there, if I go here and then change the position, I can just take it out. Or I can click and drag it here. Now to enable the motion blur, I can click here on this section. If I play it back, it is going out. I can just select the both keyframe, and then if I press F9 on my keyboard, I can make the keyframe is. And then if I go to the graph editor, I can make the animation a little bit smoother. So if I play it back again, you can see the animation is happening. And then again, if I get back to Adobe Premiere Pro here and play back it here, class number 2 of our Adobe After Effects series. So today yeah, cool, right? So this is the first way that you can use to connect Premiere Pro with Adobe After Effects. There is another one. So suppose again to learn how you can connect your Adobe Premiere Pro project with Adobe After Effects, how the dynamic link works. So here I want to add another animation, text animation. So you can again add a text here, and then you can send it to After Effects, or you can just go here After Effects, then you can make a composition as you want. Suppose I want to make a 4K composition, then write it dynamic link, and then if I click OK, I can make that composition. Here I can add text dynamic action, then I can just add maybe glow effect here, maybe deep glow. Now I can add a background. To add a background, I can right click here and then new solid, and from here I can select maybe a darker shade of blue, then OK, and then I can take it on the bottom. So here is our text. There isn't any animation. Again, to add animation, I can go to Window and then Effects and Preset, and from here I can just add typewriter, and then just change the duration. Now first I want to reveal the background, and then I want to reveal the text. So I can just place the text here, and then I can add position keyframe for the background. So if I press P on my keyboard, I can reveal the position keyframe, and in the beginning I'll just make the background appear from the bottom. I can add motion blur, select the both keyframe, press F9, and then go to the curve editor and select the curve and make it like this. Now if I play it back, you can see here's the animation. Now how you can take this composition in Premiere Pro, there are two different methods that you can use. The first one is you can just save it and then go to the Premiere Pro and browse where you have saved the project. For me, I have saved the project here. So if I just bring this After Effects project here in Adobe Premiere Pro, then it will ask for which composition I want to input. I can select the dynamic link one and then click OK. So it will import that composition. Now I can drag it here. Now if I play it back, Adobe After Effects, how the dynamic link works. Because so I have just correct the text. Now if I play it back, After Effects, how the dynamic link works. So you can see we have successfully imported the composition here in Premiere Pro. But there is another way which is much faster. So if you have opened Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects together, then you can just go to Adobe After Effects and browse where the composition is. If you couldn't able to find the composition, right click here on the composition and then you can click Reveal Composition in Project. It will show where the composition is. Now click and drag this composition here on top of Premiere Pro icon. Then just select Premiere Pro, and now you can just release the composition here on the project panel. It will input that composition. Now you can click and drag it here. If I play it back, dynamic link works, because this is the most important thing. So these are the ways that you can follow to import or to connect Adobe Premiere Pro with Adobe After Effects. Now you can just do whatever you want. You can just chop a section from here. Maybe you want to make rotoscope, or you want to place any text behind the subject, you can just trim this section, then right click here on this section, then replace with After Effects composition. It will make a composition, and there you can just select it, and then you can do rotoscope and whatnot. So that is all for today. I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video and learned something new from this one, then you can give me a thumbs up. If you know this channel, want to learn Adobe After Effects, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Until then, goodbye.